We're becoming two things that are really, really frightening as a whole. I don't mean frightening like you should be afraid of it. I mean, when I look at it, it just looks like it's frightening in terms of it's just heading in a real bad direction, okay? Two things. One is we are, as human beings, becoming weaker, more weak-minded. We're becoming weaker, not just physically, but there's a weak-minded part. The strength of mind, the strength of will, that character. We're becoming weaker as people, generally. The second thing is we're starting to really develop a cardiovascular problem where I say we're lacking heart. It's not a physical cardio problem, but heart is when you keep going even though you're struggling and it's not working and it doesn't look like it's going to work, but that's where it takes, the person that finishes the marathon last has heart, but they finished. Even if they weren't like the worst one in the race, but let's say they pulled a muscle or some other thing, but they find their way, they walk, they crawl, but that it takes heart to finish. See, it's going to take heart to finish this race to get into the kingdom. All of us who've ever watched sports, we've watched a team, we call it mail it in. In other words, where they might as well have not shown up, they might as well have just put it in an envelope and mailed it in because they didn't show up, they didn't play. We've seen other teams lose, but they gave it everything. They left everything on the field of play. That's heart, okay? The body is really suffering from weak-mindedness and a lack of heart. We need to pray that Father will help and inspire people to develop their mind and their hearts. We need to become much stronger in our minds. Not stronger in our self-will, but stronger in our minds that we can submit ourselves and follow His will. But still takes a strength of mind. Look, when it says, let this mind be in you, Philippians 2:5, okay? Yeshua, let this mind of Yeshua be in you. It's not just a mind that's submissive, it's a mind that is strong. Strong in His submission, strong in His commitment. Strong minds are not offended. Strong minds are not insecure. Strong minds are not afraid. Then the heart side of it. The heart side's a lot less complicated in terms of me describing it. It's got no quit in it. The heart side is determined and has no quit. There's no doubt in the heart side. I'm going to make it. I don't care what it's going to take. I don't care if I've got to climb on my hands and knees and crawl and roll down the hill. I'm going to get there. Okay, there's no quit. But I talk to a lot of people, and either they or people they know have a lot of quit. We have to pray, how do we develop that strength of heart? We're going to call it a body. Let's use the body analogy, right? There's arms, legs, but there's the mind and there's the heart. And those things right now are in very degenerated, I don't mean like degenerate meaning like doing evil things. There's atrophy. It's going down and becoming useless. Our minds are becoming our enemies. And our heart is weak. There's no strength in that heart. So weak-minded and weak-hearted is not going to get it done. You can make it from where you are right now, or he's a liar and he's wrong. And we know that's not true, since he's always right, and he only tells the truth, and only everything he does is true and right, then you can make it from where you are. But your weak mind and your weak heart doesn't believe it. And I'm not picking on the people who are weak. You can't help yourself, you're surrounded by weak people. That's not a condemnation on anybody. But generally speaking, you're like everybody else around you. There's very few that are strong of mind and strong of heart. There's a lot of people that come across as strong. That doesn't mean they're strong-minded and strong-hearted. It's got to be the strength of Yeshua's mind. That's a submissive mind that's strong to do what it needs to do, not in-your-face strong. We're not talking about someone who comes across all strong and macho, whatever, but it's a strength of mind and a strength of heart. The heart of, I'm not going to give up. There's not even a thought of quit in me. There is no quit. I'm going to do it and do it and do it. Okay, some of us know artists. I know a guitar player, I won't name, who played till his fingers bled. There ain't no quit. I'm going to figure this out, and I'm going to play, and I'm going to play, and I'm going to play. Doesn't matter, my fingers bleed. I'm going to get great at this. That's heart. Maybe foolish in some minds, but that's where his mind was. Well, you want to get in the kingdom. Are you willing to break the sweat? Are you willing to get sore muscles? Are you willing to cut a few things? Are you willing to get some scrapes and some bruises? Or is it quit in you? We've got too much quit. I think all of us individually need to pray, help me to strengthen my mind and my heart. Because then you can be useful to the next person that's struggling with their heart and their mind. This is the problem you see all the way to Genesis. Weak hearts and weak minds. But he said he gave you a sound mind. And we're supposed to walk in faith. That's the heart. I trust. I believe. It doesn't mean I can see it. Right? It's the evidence of things not seen. I can't see it, but I believe it. Because if you could see it, it's easy to believe it. If you don't see it yet, that's what takes heart. You can do it. Oh, but I can't. Look, it's not working. I keep breaking it. It keeps failing. It keeps not working. So what? Keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. That's my prayer, okay? That we get the strength of mind and the strength of heart scripturally the way it's described. Amen?